Welcome, everybody. How are you? Thanks for joining us this evening. I know it's late for most of you guys. We've got the usual suspects. Clyve, Watch Wrangler. What up, buddy?
Hey, not bad. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm not gonna lie. I had a rough day. I had to work today, and I pulled through it. I was gonna almost cancel this, and then I figured I'll have a couple of cups of coffee, and we'll pull through it.
Now, I've already seen a couple of. I saw a decent question already in the peanut gallery.
Oh, hold up. Let me bring them up in order that they appeared, okay? And we'll get to the one that you saw, but I'd like to bring them up, at least the ones in the order they appeared, I think. So, so hello, everybody. It looks like we got Bruce, Marty, Grundle, and something. Hi, Carlos from Panama, Justin, Don, BB Tomic, Charles Bronson. Hey, my favorite. Well, which question was it that you saw that you wanted to pull up?
Okay, BB Tomic, and he was addressing the question to you, but since you're screwing around, I answered it.
Oh, right here.
Yes.
Hi, Rich. Is it worth paying $10,000 more for a white gold Daytona now that the stainless steel are through the roof? Oh, okay, I'll tell you what. Let's save this question. I want to save it. You know why? Because Bud is coming on in about 15 minutes, and he's in the middle of buying one as we speak. So let's hold off because he's buying a solid white. He's buying a white gold Daytona, and so it'd be perfect for him. He's been looking at the prices, investigating them. He'd be perfect to be in on this question with us. So let's go to the first question I saw, which was from Marty, which he says, let me change this up a little bit too here. Hold on a second, guys. That might be easier to read. Hi, Rich. Question. Bank safe for your watches. Do banks charge weekly, monthly fee, and how much? Is your watches safe, insurance, etc.? So I have a little bit of an answer to this. Do you, Clyve?
I have a couple of follow-up questions. Number one, where your watch is kept. Number two, what is the passcode that you use to get access to your watches?
Right. So, you know, I'm not worried about anybody coming here. You know, they'd have a lot to reckon with, that's for sure. I mean, you know, everywhere you look, there's a gun. So if I'm not packing or wearing one on me, there's certainly right here on my desk and in every bedroom, I have the safes that take the finger combination because I have children. And one thing that I will warn you guys, if you do have children, is that with the safe combination, you can never access it in front of them because they're sneaky enough to peek an eye and see what you're pushing, and they might get that code. So you got to never access the gun code safe in front of the kids. But for me, I mean, as long as I'm home, I've got a gun in every single room, literally. I mean, even the bathroom, Clivers. I know that's a little crazy, but
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Clivers, is that, you know, I'm not as quick to move as other people, and I like, if I want to relax, I want to completely relax. So I've got myself covered, and so other than that, I mean, man, you know, it would take half a dozen hours for somebody to get into you know, 1,000-pound safe that's anchored into concrete. So, but what's interesting is, Marty, that you brought up this question, is that since I have decided to become a public figure on YouTube, I actually went and got a bank safe. And the only reason is because every now and then I'll take a 1-day trip, a 2-day trip, very rarely, but and and then there's alarm systems too. Somebody calls, somebody cracks your house, there's an alarm going off, and the police show up super quick. So I mean, it'd be kind of stupid for somebody, as long as you have all your fail-safe protections. The only problem I see is if you live in an apartment or even a condominium, there's restrictions, there's issues I see with condominiums and apartments, Clyve. He wanted to know how much. I wrote it down somewhere and then I lost it. Okay. Oh, here it is. The bank safe is I literally just got it last week. Right here for this $61 per year. I'm getting one that's $75 per year. So 3-inch by 5-inch. He said that would be enough to store a dozen watches. $75 a year. So that's cheap.
Peace of mind. Peace of mind. Cheap.
Peace of mind. Because you know what? Look, nobody's going to crack the damn safe. Look, when I'm gone, I don't mind saying this. I mean, because what are you going to do? The more, you have to be an idiot to come here. First of all, how are you going to crack the alarm? It's a commercial alarm. So if there's some way you can crack the commercial alarm, cutting the power ain't going to do it. So if there's a way to cut a commercial alarm, I guess you got you got free time to get into a safe, man. You'll have 6 hours if you're a safe expert, because that's how long it would take for a professional safe guy to get into one. So if you can beat the alarm, you're in. However, if the owner's home, you're fucked. What else can I tell you? Now, safe insurance. It's I used to have insurance on my watches, but I canceled that because it was way too much money. I did it for 1 year, and I said forget about it. It was about $200 a month. So for a $100,000 collection, you're paying about $250 a month for insurance. It's too much, right?
I think so, especially if you're keep them in a bank safe, for Pete's sake.
Right. I mean, somebody's got to be willing to take a bullet to try to get my watches, and when I'm not here, now they're going in a bank safe. So it's so as long as you have. Hey, look, if you ever question your peace of mind, that means there's a hole in your plan. If you don't have peace of mind with the safety of your watches, there's something wrong. There's a hole in your plan. I never have to worry about my watches being stolen.
Right, and as we can see, RichBuddy is just damn near nuts, neurotic, paranoid anyway, and doesn't even have any holes in his plan. So, come on, how hard can it be?
How hard can it be? I mean, look,
hey,
if
Rich.
six guys show up, I'm gonna take out half of them. Fuck it. What's up, Blueshirt Buddha? How you doing, buddy?
How are you?
Doing okay.
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome. I'm glad you accepted the invite.
Blueshirt, how's it going?
Good, Rancher. How are you?
I'm enjoying just a nice, quiet evening at home before my last work day of the week.
Same here. Same here.
Here, I got another question for all of us. I'm interested where you see some of the big companies in 10 years or so. Can a company like Panerai get hot again? Or Tudor?
There's just really no telling because there's so many variables. It depends on what Panerai does with its line and with its marketing and how all of us react to it. I kind of get the feeling that Panerai is just it's going to become more and more of a niche brand instead of like the superstar it once was. And I'm not talking any crap about its watches. Yeah, they're great watches for what they are. But Panerai, when you think about it, Panerai designs are classic, iconic designs with ETA movements, really solid, dependable ones. But they just thought they could be Rolex and keep increasing their prices exponentially every year. And I think they've priced themselves out of their own market. They're trying to remedy that with more and more complications, more and more in-house movements, but I don't see it working for them in the long run.
What do you think?
Panerai isn't everybody's cup of tea, and a lot of their watches look similar. I was never a big Panerai fan. I'm slowly starting to come around. There's some that I like, but I don't know. I agree with the Rancher. I don't think they're ever going to be what they were.
Have either of you really seen them in person more than just once?
Oh, bro, I used to have a base logo. What are you talking about? And
you've had a Panerai.
Yeah, base logo 000, and I called it an in theory watch because everything about it, in theory, I liked. It was distinct. It was different. It was very legible, great contrast, well made, and I loved the 6498 that was in it.
One of my friends that's usually in the chat, his name is Rick. He's had a Panerai for a while, and I've always been in love with that watch he has. He's offered to sell it to me, but he's not willing to take the price cut. I said, man, you got to take the price cut like everybody else, baby. I'm not gonna, pay, just take a hair off it for you, to do you a favor, and then I'm gonna eat it all.
Right. Well, and even the ease and the plethora of strap options that appealed to me. So I called it an in theory watch because in theory everything appealed about it. I just put the watch on though, and I just didn't love it.
Mm-hmm. Tiffany & Co. I may not have a Tiffany & Co. watch, but I have a Tiffany & Co. lighter.
There you go.
I got one thing, Tiffany & Co. And soon to be coming to this channel, 1080p. Here you're looking at only 720, but at some point we will be upgraded to 1080p, and you'll be able to read everything. It won't be a blur like this anymore. Hey, I've got an idea.
Going high tech.
You know what? I in the beginning, this was just a way to look. Here's what happened, and I want to come back to this question, the Panerai question, because I have an idea. But here's what happened. I really depended on Archie Luxury for his content, particularly the live streams. I'm going to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I watch anybody's videos anymore. I think I've unsubscribed to everybody other than those who live stream, and all I do is watch live streams. I'm not the video guy to watch videos. That's why I don't make videos. I hate making videos. And so what happened is that I think there was a point where Archie was having some personal depression problems, really, really bad. He wasn't doing any of the reviews. Remember, Clyve?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so there was a time when...
Which time?
Well, there was specifically... Oh, you know what? You can look at exactly the day that I did my first live stream. The day that I did my first live stream is the time. So that goes back 7-8 months on my... 7 months now, maybe. But what happened is he stopped live streaming. He completely stopped. I mean, I don't remember if it was 2 weeks, but he quit literally for like a 2-week period.
Because he was traveling.
But you did too, but I think you did because you were just busy with work. And so you weren't live streaming. And so I was jonesing, and that's just the plain truth. I was freaking out. I'm like, man, I was still, I was stuck here at my desk. I wanted to participate in some live streams. I wanted some action, and there wasn't anybody giving any. So I said, well, I'm going to go on there and talk with a couple of people. And for the longest time, remember, Clyve, we only had 40 subscribers.
No, you only had 40 subscribers.
Yeah, yeah. So it was such a micro chat. You were on here, Bud was on here. You know, even Vintenier was on here. We literally had like 40, 50, 60 subscribers for 6 months. 6 months. And it went from 60 subscribers to 900 subscribers in the last 45 days, literally 45 days.
Well, because I think there's always a place for informed, intelligent watch discussions. But
Yeah, it seemed like
on
a
the plus
snowball.
side,
Agreed.
on the plus side, there's also a place for us as well.
But that's really what happened. And Bud and I, you know, Bud's my sort of like my dedicated co-host, I guess, kind of like you are on Archie's channel. And Bud and I just started doing it. And we just basically are having our own personal discussions, live streaming, and everybody just started catching on and liking it. So now I started putting a little bit more production value in it just because I think I want to make it more entertaining for everybody and more flow through. And that's kind of what I'm after.
You're doing a great job, Rich.
Yep.
Cool, thank you. And then I kind of figured your internet, something happened to your internet, Clyve. It kind of got shitty.
Yeah.
So now it seems like you're coming over here, hanging out because your internet platform. Well, I don't think your internet platform would probably host other guests, would it? It might not.
No, actually, no. I figured out what the problem was. I thought I was rebooting my router, but it was on a different circuit. I turned it off. I looked over and it was still lit up. I'm like, uh-oh, that's not working. So yeah, so it seems to be working all right now. At least fingers crossed.
Yeah. So that's basically what happened, and I'm you know, and I'm looking to because I've started spending more time on here and doing it more, and everybody's liking it. I'm stepping up a little bit of the production value, you know. So like I ordered a high quality mic, and you know, it's not bad, $100. Like I broke the bank on it. I upgraded to the live streaming software. That was kind of a little pricey. That wasn't cheap. And then, but I'm having a good time. I'm not going to lie. And now coming back to Charles Bronson's question, though, you know what? I've thought about this question while we were waiting to start, and I have an idea. When I think of Panerai, I think there's a whole new generation coming of Paneristes. They just don't have any wealth yet, but they will later. And the specific genre of people I'm speaking about are hipsters.
Good
Hipsters.
point.
What
Very
do you
good
think?
point.
Do you think? I think
Yeah,
Panerai
I
seems
think
like a
you're-
hipster's watch.
I think you're spot on. I never even thought about that, but that's a very, very good point.
But they
They
can't
just don't have
afford
any
it.
money yet.
Hipsters don't have money yet at all.
Right.
They're in their 30s, and they also weren't of the. I don't think they exactly were always chasing money in the beginning, so they're going to be late bloomers financially.
Right, and if they're wearing any kind of watch right now, it's an Apple Watch or a freaking fashion watch.
Yeah, the Apple Watch,
or any of that
right? Or the very inexpensive movement watches.
Right, exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
Hey, Clyde Potato Head says Panerai will get red hot if John Mayer ever gets interested in them. I'll agree with that.
Yeah, but however, look at the comment that Neo made right underneath it. Oh, by the way, Hotsy loves you.
The Pam who loves me?
Yes.
Well, that's cool. I love her too. The Pam made it big because they came out huge watches. Wait, I lost that one. The Pam made it big because they came out with huge watches that were different. Just don't tell my wife, Hotsy. She'll come looking for you.
Now, but the thing is, I think they came along at the right time with the right watch.
What's a hipster? Like a fashion dude? Oh, these guys are in England. They don't know what a hipster is. They probably don't have them there. Blueshirt. Can you explain it? One of you guys?
Well, a hipster, at least here in New York, is 20 to 30 something, living in Brooklyn, most likely on a trust fund. The guys all wear flannel shirts, beards, and they just follow anything that's trendy. They just go from trend to trend to trend to trend to trend.
Definition of hipster. By the way, we're all on the internet. We can all research things. Literally, it took 3 seconds. A person who follows the latest trends in fashions, especially those regarded as being outside the cultural mainstream.
There you go. So there you go. There's a
There you
picture.
go.
There's a hipster.
The beards.
So can you guys see how I can imagine them one day buying Panerais? And no,
For sure.
This isn't dissing Panerai. I'm strictly saying that, hey, this is really big time a style watch. I think that would fit with their category here.
Oh, David, WV David R. No, hipsters do not have cars. They Uber everywhere. Uber and Lyft.
That explains why they don't have any money for watches.
Hipsters will go for cool micro brands, never Pam. Yeah, but they can't afford the kind of micro brands that we look at, GMT Master, right?
That's not a micro brand, Rich. That's Rolex. That's the opposite. That is the Polar Explorer opposite of a micro brand.
Hey, Dan Radke and I am the Ant. What's up, guys?
What up, gentlemen? Let me see here. You go ahead. What's that?
GMT Master is saying MB&F is more hipster.
Let me try to find. Oh, see, I lost the damn chats. They got too fast on me. It's the one thing about this StreamYard. I can't go back to the beginning chats. What a bummer.
Well, that stinks. Well,
maybe I can. Here we go.
Oh, there you go. I was just going to say I got back about an hour ago from a very interesting event that was at my one of my local ADs. It was titled Men's Night Out, and they had bar, hors d'oeuvres. They had like roulette and blackjack set up, with phony money, and all the proceeds go to charity. If whoever won the most money at the end of the night got like a $3,000 gift certificate, and you had the opportunity to purchase either a steel Daytona or a Batman.
Oh man, what a deal!
Yeah, it was, and I think second place was like $2,000. Third place was like $1,500 gift certificate. And they had brought in some used watches. I don't know. They must have had a deal with another dealer because there was more watches than what they, used watches than what they usually have in stock. But so I tried on a bunch of Royal Oaks, Longa, what else? A whole bunch of stuff. It was nice. It was nice, nice evening. But for the new Rolex that they had, at least on display, they had a Sea Dweller, which I'm shocked it's been there for like 2 weeks. Nobody's scooped it up.
No way.
Yeah.
In New York.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Let's birthday.
There was a bluesy, the normal, every iteration of Yacht Master. What else was there? There was a gold sub, a two-tone sub, and then the Datejust and Cellini's. But that was the most. It was the most models I'd seen in that AD for a while. It was pretty interesting.
What's interesting is that in the raffle, the opportunity to buy a watch without any dollars involved was a better prize than the actual $3,000 gift certificate.
Correct. Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
You got to spend. That's crazy. Think about that.
Yeah.
You'd rather get the opportunity to buy the watch at retail
Correct.
than to get a $2,500 gift card to get a free $2,500 gold diamond ring or whatever the hell. That's crazy.
Yeah. So it was interesting. It was fun. I stuck around for about an hour and then I left. So it was interesting.
Now, Hatsi is saying hipsters wear nomos.
Yeah, I would see that. I could
That's
see
a good
that.
call.
I'll tell you what, a good
call.
a good hipster, a cool hipster would. But that Bauhaus design, right? A Bauhaus design. Yeah, sure. We don't have fires here, David. The fires are a little far from me, so I'm not just concerned about fire. And no, because when I am home or I'm gone at the store or the market or whatever, they're in a fireproof safe. My whole house can burn down. My safe will still be bolted to the concrete and standing.
I just wanted to say hey to my buddy Howdy from Texas.
Howdy. I saw him on the Crappy Show the other day, like a couple of weeks ago, right? Wasn't that him?
Yep. Yeah, Howdy was on there.
Yeah. What's up, Howdy? And to everyone new who's joined, welcome. And to the Periscope viewers, we're live on Periscope now. And the last time we streamed, which was the first time we streamed on Periscope, we actually had 14 viewers there watching us for the first broadcast. So I don't know how many are watching at the moment. I don't know. I might be able to check.
RichBuddy going multimedia. Nice.
Yeah. We're on there now.
If we're on Periscope, shouldn't we be talking about Submariners?
Yeah. But yeah, so basically, let me see if I can show you guys. Share my whole screen with you. But if I go here, so here's the Periscope screen.
Talking watches.
There you go. So this is like the profile, and to be honest, the way this views on here is really nice. It's a really nice viewer. I just don't know if you can get notifications. I don't know all the inner workings on it, but I'm on there. So if anybody wants to play with it. And then I did create a Twitch account, and we were going to live stream on there, but I realized with the $240 annual streaming program I'm subscribed to, they only allow me to stream to 2 platforms. To increase to a 3rd platform, I gotta jump up to like $400 a year, which I'm not willing to do for a platform that doesn't have any people on it.
Yeah,
but you know what's cool is that we are the first and only watch channel on Periscope. The first and only. So I'm a pioneer on that channel. It's kind of cool.
So you're basically the Archie Luxury of Periscope.
Hey, there you go. So on my channel, I've got over here in the right here, there's a link to the Periscope feed. Over here underneath the tag here, stopwatch in the upper right corner. And there's an Instagram link. So you click on the Instagram link, it takes you to my Instagram, which I have my watches posted. And I also added in the About section, if anybody has any free watches they want to send to me, Batman's, Daytonas, any mail correspondence or packages, I got a P.O. box here listed.
Jesus Christ, you are literally the Archie Luxury of Periscope.
So, you know what? A couple of people insisted that they wanted to send me something, so I said, "All right, let's." That's probably going to end up being more than less of a request to mail something. So I said, "What the hell? I'll just put up my PO box," and I went to the post office and told them, "Hey, can you accept mail to RichBuddy?" And so they said, yeah, no problem. So they actually have RichBuddy on my post office box now. So it can be addressed directly to RichBuddy. Because we know
Nice.
there's a lot of lunatics out there. Anyway, and my email is here as well.
Oh, sorry. Crappy Luxury just joined us.
Hey, Crappy.
He did. Oh, in the chat room. Hey, what's up, Crappy Luxury? Okay, so let me get back to the screen. Where am I at? Stop screen. I think we're back. Okay, now let's go back to the first question since Bud has just joined us. Let me pull it up here.
Good evening, guys.
Hey, Bud.
And I'm 24
you?
minutes behind on the chat.
Hey,
Welcome,
Blueshirt,
Bud.
how you doing? Yeah.
Congrats
Yeah,
on the gold
flipping
to
Diplo.
Daytona.
Going back to locks,
Yeah.
anybody can get through a lock. Wasting money on good window locks and good door locks, that's all a bunch of bullshit. I mean, even a guy who's half crippled like me, all I have to do is use enough force and I'll kick the door in with my left leg. So, and all you got to do is break a window. So that's ridiculous to think that locks matter worth a shit. You either have to put them in a well-grounded safe that nobody can pick up, or you take your watches with you. If your watches ain't in a, whatever it is, 1,000-pound, 6 foot by 4 by 4 safe that 5 dudes can't manage on their own, then you're shit out of luck.
Now, Tree Dillinger, a few people have been asking this, but they've been bringing up a channel on YouTube called Luck Picking Lawyer, and you see some of these, and they show the little tricks of how to open some of these very common locks. It's like, holy crap!
I know. I think that's the guy that I saw where he took a couple of tiny wrenches, and all you do is use the force against them, leverage, and it breaks any lock.
Use the force against them. Do you have to be a Jedi to be a lock picker?
You know what I mean. You just leverage the wrenches against each other, stick them in the middle of a U-lock, and it breaks.
Use the force, Luke.
It
and
breaks
turn your wrist.
any lock like nothing. Okay, I'm looking for that Daytona question. Hold on a second here. Fuck is that?
Okay, now let me. Jeez. Basically, someone is asking they could get a white gold Daytona with a blue dial for $33,000. They said, considering that the steel ones are going for $23,000, is spending $10,000 more on a gold one necessarily a bad idea? And while someone was putzing around, I actually went on the Rolex website, and the MSRP for it is $37,000 plus tax. So,
Yes. Yeah. So I actually got a little bit off on mine with no tax.
You got it.
Well, no, the catch is I had to send it out of state, and so I'm not going to see it for a few days. But anyway,
Bummer.
yeah. So, but that's really the only. I mean, I told him to hold on to it because I'm going to be going down to where I'm having it sent to, and just send it when I get down there. So I probably won't see it for actually about a week or 10 days. But I could go by there right now or tomorrow if I want and take a look at it and stuff. But I figure why torture myself? Just hold on to it until I get there.
Do you mind
Smart
telling us
move.
how much over MSRP you went?
I did. It was 36, so I didn't get a whole lot off. It was 36, no tax. But again, it's
So you got a discount.
a little bit of a discount and no tax.
Well, then that answers that gentleman's questions.
All
You'd be
right.
out of your mind to pay $10,000 over MSRP when
and
Bud just got it for a discount at his AD.
Somebody giving 10. Oh well, for at a gray market.
yeah, he got one for 33, or he can get one for 33.
Well, that's less than what I paid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not 10 over then. I mean, but he might have got it. It might be an older version, huh?
No. That's what I was trying to preface the question, because I was talking to him before you got on. 10,000 more than what the steel one is obtainable for on the gray market.
Right.
So that's about 33.
Right.
Gotcha.
That's a good That's a good deal, and I mean that's yeah. I mean for me, I just go with the AD most of the time because it keep them, bringing you whatever else you want, hopefully. So, but I mean that's that watch there, or the green dial yellow
Mm,
Daytona was both my favorite,
mm.
and so this one though is actually I think it's more classy looking. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, and the fact that you got that off a brand new one, let's face it, for any sports Rolex, there's not a whole lot of incentive for ADs to do any sort of discounting at all. So,
You're
No, and
absolutely right.
he said that. He said, he said I don't have to do this at all. He said I feel like doing just the taxes enough. Anyway, I just kind of hemmed and hawed. I said it's a little bit more than what I was hoping to do right before Christmas. I said you did promise me the Hulk next, and he said yeah I did. And so basically, he come back with this, and I didn't argue anymore. I just went ahead and done it. So
Congrats, man.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm
Bud.
gonna be honest. For me, looking at your collection, that's the best watch in your collection.
that's what a lot of people say. Yeah,
That's top the Daytona. That's top the GMT Meteorite for me.
yeah, yeah. People who I mean Daytonas, people love them for sure.
Well, that one in particular is just out of the world.
Yeah, yeah. I when I seen that one before, David SW was around 36 when he was selling one, and I don't know if he still got it on there, but
Can I
so
show
I
him a
know that it's
picture of yours?
yeah here. Well, I don't. Yeah, I got yeah.
but hey,
I sent you the picture, right?
I think so.
hey, Bud, could you click on the latest question from In Something?
The question from in something.
Okay, let me answer this. Yes.
So I am the only one here looking forward to the 222.
Hey, and something. Would you rather have a Moser in all seriousness, or would you rather have this beauty? Get out of here. That dial blows away any Moser dial.
Well, Mosers have a really nice dial, but that dial does.
Yeah,
Nah, this
Mosers are
dial,
nice.
this dial blows away any Moser dial. Look at that.
That's killer.
Yeah,
That's killer.
it's more than killer. H. Moser can take a couple of lessons from this one. This one's
Love that
beautiful as
blue.
hell.
Yeah.
Well,
Unbelievable.
in all fairness, I think possibly pulling up a picture of the Moser dial is, and a lot of people asking. I've had a lot of people asking about the latest Seamaster release. They,
The Moser dials are stunning, but I'm saying this because I want to exemplify how beautiful this is. It's absolutely stunning of a dial. Look at it. This even shows it. This shitty picture even shows it.
Right, when you can see them on the picture, that's really to me when it shows up nice.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree with Rich, but that's the crown jewel in your collection, man. That's
Well,
awesome.
Thank you very much. So let's.
I see. Yeah.
The plan. I've got 3 kids, so the plan down the road is to for everything to be given to them as things go down the road. So hopefully the economy stays good and all that's all that's doable as I get older. But I always like to be, it's a watch where I don't think you would, if you had to resell it or something, I think you'd do okay with it,
Buddy the Study. That's
I
right,
agree.
Dan. Budley
I
Studley.
agree.
now Hotsy's saying Moser any day.
I love
Moser
the
dials are beautiful.
Mosier
They are.
Pioneer. Yeah, I like the Mosier Pioneer green dial.
You see, I like Moser, but I kind of like. There's a lot of watches I think are better for like the simpler versions, like a 3-hander. I like Moser with a 3-hander, frankly.
Yeah.
I like the Endeavor Perpetual Moons. Those are just the black dial, the all black Vantage dot. What's it called? Vantage Black, where it's black, neon black.
Would you rather have 33 in a Daytona or a Moser? So
Yeah.
that's
33 in the Mosers is at about is at 40%, 50% off, I think, right?
yeah. Well, that's
Several people want you to be their stepdad, bud.
yeah. So,
But does Hotsy want you to be her daddy?
You're bad.
Oh.
You're bad.
but yeah, I can't lie. Whenever you spend that kind of money, it's kind of like a kick in the you have to you kind of second guess yourself. But as soon as I seen it, I knew I was going to get it. But that's a lot of money, So that's but I'm glad I got it. So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, rooted rotor. I gotta be with you. That Daytona walks all over Eddie Moser. Without a doubt in my mind.
People really, really love Daytonas. I've noticed over the last 2 days.
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody told me not to buy it. Everybody was like, buy it.
yeah. Yeah, it's stunning. Everything about it, the bezel, everything. And the bezel's white gold. Everything's white gold, right?
Yeah, it's all white gold. Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Super watch.
Stealth wealth. Really nice. Really nice.
Very nice. Very impressive. Good job. Good job. Good pickup.
Well, if you notice, I keep going towards white gold more. Most of my watches.
That's a fact.
The more, yeah, I like white gold. It's just yeah.
Howdy says, Bud, no more fancy dinners for a while. Only beans and rice from Golden Corral.
Yeah.
Who's doing the carnivore diet? You, Dan? You're doing the carnivore diet?
Now, is that the same as I'm doing the one. What's it start with? The P, the steak, and the
Paleolithic.
Paleo.
Yes, paleo diet. I've been doing that for about 3 months. The whole family has, because it's better for your stomach and stuff, supposedly.
I went on a military diet. It's a 3-day diet where you're supposed to lose 10 pounds in 3 days. And these are some of my meals. This was my lunch today. Cottage cheese, crackers, and an egg.
Ew.
Yeah, ew. It was okay.
Why were you taking pictures of your lunch? Are you like 24?
There's my breakfast.
Your breakfast looks a little better, I ain't gonna lie.
Because I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and I told him I'm starving, and he said, "What are you eating?" And I said, "I'll show you in the next couple of days. I'll show you what I'm eating today." And yeah, but I need to draw. I want to just shed 10 pounds real quick to help with the back and the walking and the cholesterol thing. Just kind of a kickstart. And then next week or in another couple of weeks, I'll do it again. So,
okay, let me give you a hint. Cottage cheese. Are you eating a small curd or large curd?
I don't know. I know cottage cheese isn't good for cholesterol or whatever, but this is just a one time in the diet thing,
Well, actually, large curd cottage cheese with some blueberries is pretty damn good, believe it or not. Try it.
I like cottage cheese. I ain't really wrong with cottage cheese.
Right, Mr. Ant? I know.
How about Hotsy's hog hunting? How did that go? Did you hit anything?
She went hog hunting. I think I heard you guys talking about that with the helicopters flying.
Yeah, helicopters. Yeah.
What state is that done at?
Texas.
Yeah, Texas is where I was going to do it at. Yep.
Yeah, and something.
Oh, Bud, let me give you some advice. If you go with Hotsy in the helicopter, don't wear a Speedmaster or you may not come back.
get dropped down with the pigs and lose your Speedmaster.
That's because Hotsy likes Speedmasters. He's implying she'll shoot you and leave you dead for that watch. Yeah, and something. I agree with you. That's the watch that I'm talking about. The Perpetual Moon, the Vanta Black. I called it Vantage. That's the word I was looking for, was Vanta Black. It's amazing. I've never seen one in person, but when that watch was first being shown on Instagram, I kept messaging the people showing it, asking them if that was a real watch, because I thought it was a prototype. And I think so. They're making it now, right?
Oh, pardon me. I'm going to step away for just a minute. Pardon me, guys.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Happy you'd like to be saying it. Cottage cheese is for closers. Oh, my.
Oh, I don't use ibuprofen, Forbin. I use meloxicam. It's some kind of an anti-inflammatory that's probably stronger than ibuprofen. My shit's beyond ibuprofen, brother, and beyond ice packs. For my foot, maybe. But let's see what else we got here. Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm always hot on something, right? There's always something I want. You guys noticed? I've been jumping around a lot lately, and
It's not just you, Rich.
yeah, I know, right? But I've mentioned this before, bud. I'm in love with those. What am I in love with? Everything now, right? Those Stella dials, the Rolex Stella dials.
Yeah, you like the Rolex Stella. Lately, it's funny because I was gonna say the one night when you was at the VC AD when you was at Vacheron.
Uh-huh.
We could have done shots to the amount of times that you said that's the most beautiful watch I've ever seen for like 5 years. And it was funny. I noticed, but I never said anything. But yeah, you do like Stella dials as well.
Yeah, here they are right here.
Now, is this guy's collection? Have you ever seen him on YouTube with the Stella dials?
Who's that?
I forget who it was, but there was one guy had a.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Remember?
Yeah, man, that was an amazing. Oh my God, that was the most beautiful collection of watches I ever saw in my life.
I think he was
All he had was a Rolex President collection, Bruce. That's all he had.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Rolex Presidents. You know what? I'm gonna look for that video and then forward you that link. It was amazing.
Cool.
And Bruce, it was all presidents, and they was all Stella dials. So.
Oh man! Oh, Rich, I forgot to tell you. Also, what I also tried on at the AD tonight was your watch. There was a mother of pearl dial, all gold.
Nice,
President.
nice.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
It was killer, man. Killer.
What
Loved
was
it.
Bruce?
It was a day.
It's
Day
all
date
gold
with a mop.
with the mother of pearl. Yep.
Nice.
I was like, it's the RichBuddy fuck off watch.
What about these? Look at these.
I like the kind of light green turquoise color. This fourth one down, the second row.
What's up, Beauty?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? And everybody else who's joined, Justin, everybody.
Codeine, phosphite, ibuprofen, vodka.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Justin. I think that's what I had when I got in that confrontation down at the beach. Some form of painkiller, and vodka for sure, and probably a couple of other things. I don't remember what, but I'm with you on that one.
Well, especially now
what's that?
They've got all these flavored vodkas now, so they got cranberry.
Yeah, I had blueberry vodka the other week. That was really good. First time I had it.
Yeah, some of them you can't even you can taste the the blueberry more than the vodka. It's crazy.
Hey, do you mind if I mention what you used to do, bud?
what I used to do, drink wise.
No. Okay, nobody can fuck with Bud because not only does he have
Oh.
firearms, but he used to be a UFC fighter,
No, not a UFC, in the MMA, but not,
MMA.
yeah.
So he'll
Oh,
rough you
shit.
up. He doesn't even need a gun.
UFC is UFC is big time. We just did it. We just did it in smaller places.
One of my friends used to be big time in the UFC. Are you guys familiar with the UFC? Ultimate Fighting Championship?
That's big time.
It used to be much more popular, but when the Ultimate Fighting Championship literally just started, UFC number 1, my friend was in the very first ones. He was they called him the Tank,
Oh yeah.
and he used to literally just knock everybody out. I mean, with the first punch, like Mike Tyson did.
That was like 20 years ago.
It was yeah, it might have been more. Might have been 20, 25 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Dave the Tank Abbott.
Okay. Yeah, I know exactly. Tank Abbott. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
24 or 5 years ago. Yep.
Uh-huh. But I used to lift iron with that guy.
Is that right?
Yeah, he used to spot me, and we used to work out together. And then, but he used to ruin all the Olympic bars, all the dumbbell bars
Right.
for bench pressing. He ruined every bar in the college, because he put so much weight on them, and he's bouncing them off his chest, and then he warped the damn bars. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, Howdy from Texas. No, these aren't aftermarket, buddy. This is all legit Rolex.
How uncommon are they? I mean, it would seem like they would be worth way more than what they.
Well, so I called.
Yeah, for sure.
You know me. You know RichBuddy. RichBuddy
You call
will
me.
make
Yeah.
a phone call and buy something on the dime, man. Like you, bud. So I made a phone call to Robert Marin watches. You know Robert Marin, guys?
Yep.
And he's actually local here to me. He's an hour away. And I asked him what's the starting price on these Stellas, and he said, because he doesn't list any prices on his website, he said they're starting at 20,000. So, I think that's a fair start.
These ones here look like they're white gold, huh? Or these? Yeah, they look like they're white.
Mm.
That's
they
a good
do.
point. Now that you brought that up, I'm not sure if they are anything but white. But
the ones that the other guy on YouTube that we was talking about, I think he had mostly yellow gold.
did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Here's one.
Yeah.
I like this one. I like most of the Stella dials. There's a couple that I would be against getting, but for the most part, I kind of like all of them. I wouldn't want the brown one, for example. I want these colors that pop if I was going to get one.
Yeah, they remind me of the beach, the Daytonas, the beach Daytonas.
Right.
What they call them.
I mean,
Right.
I like
Did
this.
you see the one that Tommaso had on his show the last 2 days? That yellow dial Daytona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
I mean, I would take this over my president or any modern president without nobody even has to question it.
There's actually, did you guys see Austin Daniels earlier today with his? He showed, and I've seen it. I just didn't know if it was a aftermarket or what. But there's like a cranberry dial, white gold President right now. It's actually, I believe he said today that it's a new model and a new date, 2019. And it's a cranberry with white gold, and it's really, really pretty. It's somebody had said, well, you might get sick of it, but I thought it was really a rich looking dial.
That's the funny part is I was thinking today, Rolex doesn't hardly make any red dials.
Yeah. Have you seen this new one that I'm talking about, Clyve?
No, I have not.
White gold with like a very nice
Whoa.
cranberry, burgundy cranberry dial. It's really sharp looking.
Hey, I just saw a video from one of the YouTubers who said he's never seen a wrinkled gold bezel before, and here's one right here.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
He thought it was a one of a kind. Here it is right here.
I've never seen
Which-
them either.
Which YouTuber was it?
And I can't remember. It was somebody who said, oh, I want to say it was Roman Scharf, that he had one of these and he pulled it out of his drawer and he said that he had never seen one with a wrinkled bezel, wrinkled foil gold bezel. I want to say it was him, but I can't be positive. Man, did you see his video today? The guy, that guy is, I love that guy. And I mean, I've been, ever since I discovered him, I've always watched his videos because he's just a plethora of knowledge. But he went over the Mondani books today, and he's in the front pages of it. He wrote the entire preface for the Rolex section, and he goes through it with you and flips to that page and reads the whole introduction that he wrote. Pretty cool.
I'll tell you some gossip, but off the stream about Mondani.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're not like a personal person here. They're huge and whatever, so you could kind of say whatever you want. I wouldn't give a damn, but I can tell you this: they're a fucking ripoff. How about that? Let's start with that, because I looked up 2 books. Okay, Rolex Daytona 2-set book at 30% off is $5,000. I mean, I'm gonna spend $5,000 on 2 books.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So screw those guys. I don't care what information they have in there. You know, to be honest, even if you're a watch dealer, look, they don't charge that much money in other industries for law books and things like this. They don't charge $5,000 for 2 books. So where do they get off charging $5,000 for 2 books like that? It's crazy. So, but hey, it is what it is. The books are beautiful. I'd love to have them, but I sure as hell can't afford. That's not in my budget. So,
all right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. So thanks for the invite, Rich.
Sure,
Good talking to you, Clyve, and Bud. Congratulations.
Yeah, Bruce. Thank you very much. You have a good evening.
Yeah,
Nice
good
talking to you. Always.
Be well.
Good night.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
I was just asking Howdy said, so how come these don't show up on the Rolex website? And I think he's talking about the white gold cranberry that I was just talking about. And
well, I think he's talking about all of them in general. Well, they don't make these anymore, buddy. These are all vintage.
Yeah, if you're talking about these other ones, yeah, they don't make them.
And I'll tell you what, you know how people are always weary about going into vintage. They're not sure what vintage piece to get. They're scared about going into vintage or whatever. Getting a Rolex Stella Dial would be a great vintage piece to get into, as long as you're careful, like what Derek Holyfield is saying here. You don't want to get a dial that's been changed out. But I mean, I'm not too sure even if you have to worry about that. I mean, I would do some research first, but how common are Stella dials to be able to swap them out? I mean, I can't imagine they were all over the place anyway. Or you don't want an aftermarket is what he's probably referring to.
Yeah, there's a lot of aftermarket stuff like
Sure.
this. But yeah, I would definitely do my homework on anything vintage.
Or buy it from a reliable source like the guy.
There is one exception. The rare birds, the 1530 and the 1630 are so unknown. They were so low production. There's no replicas of them.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you pretty much, if you see someone somewhere, it's pretty much legit then.
Yeah. The only thing you have to worry about on the 1630 is you have to count the number of, there should be 3 gold center links in the middle of the bracelet rather than 2. A lot of unscrupulous watch dealers would take the rare bird bracelets and replace them with oyster quartz, which only had 2. Other than that, they're pretty much bulletproof.
David says, what would any sane person think of $20,000 on one of these watches. You know what's funny? A non-watch person thinks you're nuts if you spent $1,000 on a watch, let alone 5 or 10,000. You want to hear something funny? Is my 8-year-old son was next door at the neighbors playing with the neighbor kid, and he heard the adults having a conversation, and somehow Rolex came up, and they were talking about Rolex being the nicest watch that there is. They're non-watch people. They didn't know. And so my 8-year-old jumps in the conversation and says, no, no, no. My dad has Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe is the best watch that you can buy. Rolex is nothing.
Oh, your kid said that?
My kids told that to the adults.
Oh.
And they had no idea what a Patek Philippe is. And then the next day, or a few days later, my wife, she spoke to my wife, and she told my wife about that. And she said, yeah, we had no idea. She said, when your son went home later that night, my husband looked up Patek Philippe on the computer, and he couldn't believe how much those watches cost. It's like we had no idea. We had no idea that there were watches that cost that kind of money. You know, my son schooled them. It was funny.
It is. It's there's a lot of people. It's just like car people too, as well. I think car people are kind of the closest to watch people because.
Good night, Hotsy.
Good night, Hotsy.
If you're going, if that's you leaving, I don't know.
Maybe you made the telling Blueshirt good night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she was telling Blueshirt good night. But yeah, it's just some people just have no idea what anything like this costs.
I like that one and something. That would be your kid and something jumping in to say, no, Grubel 4C is the best watch. Hey, there's Soraka. We were wondering where this guy was for the last few weeks.
I wonder who that kid was. Tommy Sanders?
Who's that?
The one that in something. I mean, the one that in something was referring to. In other words, Bill Sanders' grandkid.
Oh,
Right.
Is he in the watch community too? His grandkid or something?
No. It's just never mind. Forget
Oh,
it.
you're trying to connect that. You're just saying that. I got you. There's somebody in the chat named Tommy Sanders. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I lost you.
And then 11 is saying no, Roger W. Smith.
Oh, Roger Smith?
Yeah.
Roger Daniels.
No, wait.
Isn't it Roger Daniels?
Charlotte, no.
I think most.
Thank you, Pete.
I think most people think that Rolexes are around $4 or $5 grand, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
No, it is actually Roger W. Smith.
They used to be 5,000-6,000, right?
Now Roger W. Smith was apprenticed under George Daniels.
Gotcha. Right. That sounds right. Yeah.
Invented axle movement.
Crappy product.
And so then who was Jack Daniels? Was he related to them at all?
No, he was the great grandfather of Charlie Daniels, I think.
The devil went down to Georgia?
Yes, no. In something, yeah. Rich in something's backing me up. He was the student of George Daniels, yeah.
Correct, right.
Now, Jack Daniels has been more than a relative to me quite a few times.
You know what the funny part is? 2 days after I got sober, I actually then discovered raspberry Stoli.
Yeah, that's what we was just talking about. Is these vodka flavors? They're crazy.
So
you can't even taste the vodka.
I will have to take the word on that.
they have this whiskey now called Fireball,
Oh,
and
okay. One of my guilty little pleasures on YouTube. It's called Facts. Now it's called Tryish or something like that, where Irish people try all this American stuff.
Ooh, I like this one. Oxblood. That's called
Ooh.
Oxblood.
that looks a lot like the new one that I was telling you guys about.
Well, the funny part is that Rolex used to be a lot more inventive and creative and playful than they are now.
Look at the tritium dots. Beauty.
You guys should see the new. If you like that one, you should see the new Day Cranberry one. It's very similar. It's very sharp. But
Wow,
what
look at the
were you
font. Look at the font on this one on the Sunday. How unusual.
You see, but you look at it, and my gut reaction is saying, "Oh, that's obviously an aftermarket dial."
Right.
Yeah, I remember as 20, 25. Actually, there's still a watchmaker here in town, and he does a lot of his own dials. He'll basically do whatever color you want in a dial.
And that font looks kind of similar in this one too, though. That one's thinner font. Thin font. Oh, they have it for date chests also, the Stellas. Look at this is just a date chest. I don't like that though. President or bust.
And see, I think if you live in Miami or California, I think you wear these wherever you want to. On the beach, if you're walking around outside.
This is a special watch, Special watch. You don't want to you don't want to ruin it. This would be something you wear once in a while as a collector.
Yeah, I just meant like walking along outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
this would be a great party watch for a party or entertaining, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Going out to dinner.
It's going to become the piece of conversation pretty quickly.
Yes. If you're wearing one of these, there's a dot service dial for you possibly. If you're wearing one of these and everybody else is wearing something on the table, they're all going to want to look at yours instead of anyone else's watch.
Okay, I'm also looking at the picture of the new Seamaster from the new Bond Seamaster, and I have to admit I do not hate it.
Is that on the Omega site?
Well, actually, the trouble is, if you type in new Omega Seamaster, my freaking God, it's worthless because they're always cranking out all the editions. But it's new from No Time to Die unveiled. They just put it out like literally a day or something ago.
Hold on, I got the website up. Right here, this one on the front page, James Bond limited edition.
That's the one I seen. I like that one a lot. The one you just had up there.
Well, the one I had looked more goldish.
Like two-tone or?
Not two-tone, but
rose gold.
Well, no, that would also be this one. It looks like steel, but yellow, very yellowish, really, really heavily patinaed dial and bezel. Also, it has a little British military the arrow with the arrow pointing up on the bottom, right above the indice at 6 o'clock. And Seamaster is also in red.
This one here, what I like about it is, especially if you're a James Bond person, it's the eye. The dial is supposed to be the eye that closes on James Bond.
Right.
In the preview
of
the movie. and I think that's pretty neat.
You know what, Dan? Is President Stretch still an issue with the 6-digit day dates? It's going to be less. You know what? The bracelet's going to be heavier, but I think they put ceramic pins, so the stretch could happen more likely with a heavier bracelet. But didn't they put ceramic pins in the 6 digits?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be still even a worse problem because the links are heavier. But I think they might have solved that problem. You know, the biggest thing they say with these president bracelets is to keep them clean and free of dirt and grime. If that gets in between all the links, that causes a problem. So let's find this watch you're talking about on here. I'm really curious now. How do I find a? It says it's currently not available, so it's a. Either they sold out online, kind of like the Breitling. You have to try to get it from. Oh, I like the back. What is that? That's the Queen's shield or something?
No, I think it's James Bond's personal. Shit, I can't think of the name for it.
Coat of arms.
Coat of arms. Thank you.
But didn't he always reference the Queen? God save the Queen, long live the Queen, or whatever. He used to always say something like that to that effect, all the time.
Well, on Her Majesty's Secret Service as the head of state for the British government, of course, he was in the service of the crown.
There you go. Yeah, yet another Omega limited edition. Oh my God! Yep, Sirocco, you got it right.
They can't help it at this point. I'm not even mad anymore. I think they can't help it. It's like they've got Tourette's or something.
Where's this watch? Okay, it's collection. There we go. It's a Seamaster.
Yes.
Is it one of these?
I'll send you a link to it.
Okay.
You want me to send it by email or
email, and I can pull it up. Sure.
Hold on, it'll take me a second. I'll have to pull up another browser window and da.
While we're waiting for Clyve to do that, you want us to look at the new Speedmaster there real quick?
That's what we're looking at.
Speedmaster.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Is that your thing? Speedmaster.
Oh, he's got a Speedmaster too.
Let's see. What is it?
James Bond news. Okay, Google search Omega Seamaster James Bond No Time to Die.
Okay, hold on. Go to Google. And then type in James Bond Omega
No Time to Die.
There it is.
Right here.
Yep, that's it.
There's
Cool.
the
you know what? I'll be right back.
Again, literally, he is the Archie Luxury Periscope.
Again, I wish they would I really wish Omega would find a way to get rid of that escape valve.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Yeah, it looks like a peanut butter cup got stuck on this.
They must have people who like them or just don't care.
I think they don't care. I think it's probably we could put it inside the watch, but that would cost $5 more.
Right.
It's almost like Archie's horns. It's become a trademark.
Right, kind of trademark, and they're just going to keep it. Yeah. So I guess if you like them enough, that would disappear in your eyes.
Right.
After some time,
And Stella said he likes the dial, but after trying a Seamaster, he didn't like how it wore on his wrist, so he got the Aquaterra.
Yeah, I like the Aquaterra too, but I like this the bracelet on here. There's that. That's a
mesh.
That's new for that, right? For the shark mesh That's nice. It's kind of vintage. It's definitely vintage.
Yeah, very, very much so. The combination and limited edition Jesus effing Christ.
To how many pieces?
I don't know. I mean,
5,000.
yep.
Do they? Is that a bidirectional? Their dials? Are they?
No, I think it's unidirectional.
Is it?
I think any dive watch worth its salt these days is unidirectional because the whole concept of it is if you're using it to time your dives,
Right.
You could drown people.
So is the dial more brownish, or is that just the picture? Is it?
No, it's definitely brownish, and definitely the old patina.
It's a beautiful watch.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like chocolate or tropical dial.
Yeah, that's kind of. Does anybody else on the new Daytonas when you're looking at it, to me, the bezel looks chocolate sometimes. It's so it's black, but in different lights it looks chocolate. I don't know if anybody else sees that way or not, but sometimes I notice
You're
that.
online, Thomas, right now, just so you know.
Yeah. It's a nice watch, that.
Ooh, look at this is that Omega with the eye, the James
Thomas
Bond eye.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I like right there. Yeah.
Where?
Hi there, bud. You got me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
That's you,
Oh,
Thomas.
good.
Welcome.
You all right,
How are
Clyve?
you tonight?
Good evening.
All right, Rich. Yeah, how are you? You doing well?
Good. I lost.
Yeah, I was looking at this Omega today. It's quite nice. I like it on the mesh. Apparently, Daniel Craig had a bit of input on the design of it.
I was reading that as well. In the
Did you
filmmaker.
Yeah.
Where did you see it at, Thomas?
I saw it online somewhere. I think it took me to a link in a GQ article. I think it was, but they were just saying that Daniel Craig and some of the film crew had an input on the design of it. They flattened the domed crystal a bit, and they added some more color to the patina, and I think they might have thinned the case size a bit.
Fucking God, 7,390 British pounds. Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
that's
as
the
I
one.
said, it's coming out in February. You said it was going to be 6,520. I think it was.
Is that the one, Clyve, that you're talking about initially, the gold one?
No.
No, we found the one with
You
the
had it
sharp
pulled up.
neck.
Oh, I had it pulled up. Okay, got it. This one. Yeah.
But I like that sharp.
I don't know whether the limited edition will come on the mesh bracelet, but it looks really nice on the mesh.
It does. I much prefer it on the mesh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like the military arrow at the bottom.
Well, yeah, I was pointing that as well.
What does that pertain to? What does that mean?
It's the emblem that the military would stamp on to say it's military used by the military. It's a military
or government issue.
Military endorsed product.
You're British, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. In reaching back my childhood, Benny Hill, every time he was in a prison get up, of course, tan coat and pants, but with the same emblem on it.
Benny Hill.
I love Benny Hill.
But no, didn't his prison garb also have the arrows as well? More than a couple of times. So I kind of figured it was like government issue or something.
Yeah, well, the arrow stands for sort of military issue. Yeah, military issue, basically. Yeah.
UK Ministry of Defense symbol.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Well, because in the books, Bond was a lieutenant commander in the Royal Navy, the Royal Navy Reserve, I think. or Commander.
Nobody really talks too much about Omega anymore, including us. When do we ever live stream and talk about Omega? Never, huh?
Well, I went to my Omega boutique today to take my baby Ploprof in for a service, and I was inquiring about the Railmaster 57, and the boutique couldn't get hold of it. But I went to a high street. I mean, I was surprised because they're a boutique, but obviously Omega have sold all their 2017 pieces, you know, so they can't get any more. But I went to a high street retailer, and because they've got several branches around the country, they've obviously got some in store, you know, inventory in store. They could get hold of it, and I was pretty tempted because I tried one on in the local pawnbrokers. Which was all a bit scratched up, and to be honest with you, a bit expensive for second-hand piece, and quite near to new price. And I really liked it. Howdy from Texas.
A couple people's asked, and I was wondering how many pieces. Does it say anywhere, Rich, how many pieces this is?
I agree with you, Charles Bronson. I'd love the Seamaster too if it didn't have that damn escape valve.
Yeah, nobody seems to like it. Does anybody see how many is it limited to how many pieces again?
Which one are you talking about? This one we're looking at now, or the first one, the one with the James Bond eye?
This one here. Actually, I'd be interested to know both, but this one here.
Is this one limited?
I thought isn't this the one that Clyve was looking at?
Yeah, this new one will be a limited piece. Yeah.
I didn't see it on the website.
It was just released today.
Between this one and the James Bond one, I think they're changing. I mean, they still look the same, but these newer ones to me look a little bit more modern, especially with the eye.
I'll just give my mate Neo a big shout out. He's saying, "Yay, respect us, Neo."
So here you go, Seamaster. I mean, we didn't see it, right? Oh, it's a Diver 300M right here, right?
Right.
So it should be here.
Well, I like that.
I like that chronograph.
I wonder how long it'll take it to hit Gemma Shop.
At half price.
I hope. Well, here's actually something scary. I looked it up on Hodinkee, and it actually was not on Hodinkee.
I don't ever look at it. I don't like Hodinkee. I don't ever watch it.
I don't either, but it seems like I don't like them. I'm not that fond of them either. But on the other hand, it seems like it's like in a lot of these watch brands.
They're a very good reference point if you want to look things up on the internet. I mean, if you want to just find, look some up.
Here it is, right here. It comes on a NATO strap, $8,100. Hodinkee's great. I like they've done some unbelievable interviews, and so the interviews are great. And Ben Clymer and the interviews he does are great. I gotta say, I have zero interest in any other person at Hodinkee. All the others really turn me on.
Yeah, I looked up the one on titanium. I've got it pulled up on the U.S. website.
I like this
$9,200.
Really?
92?
Yes.
So it's gone up. So it's going for exactly MSRP plus tax, pretty much.
No, this is on the Omega website. So yeah.
It says 8,100. Oh, without the bracelets, 8,100.
There's 23 different variations of this watch. Wow.
I have it pulled up here on the Omega website right now.
23.
See it below that where it says contact the boutique? There's 23 variations.
There can't be.
No, that's of all of them. Like here, see? All the Speedmasters, there's 23, they're saying.
Okay, but here's what I'm wondering about.
Here.
What's okay? My impulse would be on the NATO strap, especially. Let's see how much I'd get. I think I'd get on the NATO strap and
It looks nice on the NATO, but
Is it not one of these things that comes with a NATO strap and a rubber strap and a?
For $9,200, a damn well oughta, but no, apparently not.
Yeah,
oh,
damn right.
here's how many. 923.
Of which variation?
This is the only one. This is it here. 920.
That's it. So there's 923 there.
Uh-huh.
They can't help themselves. They can't do anything good or interesting without making a limited edition. While they still just keep on trucking out, just churning out the normal editions. Those prices seem awfully high for a Swatch group, yeah.
How much do you think that gold one was that was down there on the last screen, Rich?
I
bet you that's 20. I bet you that's 20 if the rest of these, that one right there, that.
Wow, the limited edition in gold,
yeah.
42.
1,000?
Oh, hold on. There's
wow.
so there's 4 variations of the one with the eye. 3 variations, and then there's one without the eye.
That's what's confusing.
Seamaster saying, guys, that's not the number of watches on the back. Well, yeah, it's probably like one of 420 variations.
They're probably making something like 7,007 or something for 007.
Why is this one so much less than the other row? This one's 6,500, and I thought it was
a different one. I can tell by looking at it. It might be. Well, it's kind of like how.
Look at them, limited. 42,100.
Well, this is the 007 edition. This is the James Bond limited edition. There's a difference.
Right.
That's saying the set on the right, and that one's saying limited. I don't know. Maybe you get all 3 watches. Is it something like that? Remember the trilogy set?
No, I think they're just different variations of Seamaster Professional 300s, aren't they? You know, like different wave dials and white dials and.
Yeah, saying no, Hodinkee. Of course they did, because any mainstream watch company has to preview it through Hodinkee. It's almost.
You can see the one on the left has 007. That's the only Bond one, I think. Oh no.
That's the best looking one for sure.
So how much is on the 8,100 and 9,200 on the freaking bracelet? A wire mesh bracelet is like $1,100. Okay, let me be the first to say this. Fuck you, Swatch. Fuck you.
Flipping heck.
I'm not gonna lie. I would wait a year for that gold one to come on Joma Shop for like 8,000. You know, that one would seem like I like that one. But at 42,000, no, that's ridiculous.
Christ, 42,000. I'll go buy a Patek retail from the boutique first. Are you kidding me?
42,000.
42,000. Are they out of their mind? What's it made out of?
What the?
Is it made out of something better than gold?
No, that's what it is. It's
with
gold.
A rubber strap?
So Andrew, what's that in British pounds? Like, like 75 or 80 or what?
Whoa, $42,000 would be about, I don't know, about 37,000 pounds or something.
Oh wait, is it 2 watches?
I thought it was going to be 2 watches. I thought it was
37,000.
Even so, I mean,
it's 2 watches, a steel and the gold.
Ah, well, that makes it completely all right then.
Now I'm in.
So if you deduct the price of a steel one, which is $6,500,
you're still paying $35 for the yellow.
Holy smoke! You're paying $37 for the yellow. $36.
Oh, that's all right then.
Well, no, it's like $8,100 for the NATO and the 92 for the shark mesh. That better be one hell of a fucking shark mask bracelet.
Look, they only give you one steel bracelet to swap between both watches. You see that?
Well, at least you can buy Omega, and you can't buy Rolex, can you?
What do you think about that? Look, they only give you one bracelet to swap between the two. They give you two NATO straps, but one steel bracelet. Come on. Oh, because you can't wear a steel bracelet on the gold watch.
Well, yeah, but if Rolex upped the price of an Oyster Perpetual to like $40,000, $25,000, you'd be able to buy one then.
But if this is $36,000, it's the same price as a Rolex Sky Dweller without the complications and without the gold bracelet. They can give you a gold bracelet.
Yeah, but look at that presentation box. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, totally.
It looks
Wow.
like a poker box or something, or a card box, or a.
I wish I had the room to keep all my watches in their boxes for presentation purposes for myself. I don't have the room to showcase a dozen watch boxes.
Okay, and Marty Evans is saying, but Clyve, it's titanium. That price, you think it's unobtainium, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
That's more insane than Rolex steel, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus, God.
They should have got Sean Connery to do a commercial with this or something for that kind of money. They could at least give you somebody like that. You really better like James Bond.
Maybe if you press a button underneath or something, it turns into a.
Maybe Sean Connery pops up.
Maybe
one of his dames pops out.
No. I was going to say you put it underneath, and a van full of Bond girls comes up to your door.
Yeah.
I am the ant. Said it. Couldn't say it any better than anybody else. Right here, he said it the best. Right here, nobody could say it better than him. It makes the Day-Date 40 cheap, quickly.
It makes me feel really good about the Daytona, I can tell you.
Absolutely.
Juice? May I give you juice? Juice and lube? Juice and lube, please? I give you juice. Juice and KY jelly. Oh, my God.
So GMT Master says it's an unlimited.
What?
Corbin Colossus. Oh, my God.
George Lazenby. And he didn't last very long, did he?
No.
Yeah.
George Lazenby had better come over and deliver the fucking watch.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. A gold Walther Peak BK underneath that in the same box. That might make it worth it. A gold bedazzled Walther PBK. That'd be great. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a nice 007 kit, that's for sure.
NS something's got a good point there. You should all remember that this is not a reflection of what Omega Swatch is. It's a reflection of what the current market is.
Man, for gold?
Well, you seen how Panerai was giving away like vacations with their watches and stuff. This one needed to come with some type of vacation with one of the actors that played 007, I think, for this kind of money.
Yeah.
It should get you a weekend with Holly Berry.
I mean, have you guys seen that? How Panerai gives you with like one of the explorers or one of the guys that goes up on Everest and stuff.
This is not a reflection of what the watch. It's a reflection of what the watch is. The watch marking is. Let me help me out here in something. Is the watch market forcing Omega / Swatch to release this against their will? I
just think they're getting too caught up in endorsements, aren't they? And it's sort of like the fickleness of.
I'll tell you what.
Trying to take advantage of the watch market, with commerciality and, spewing sort of.
Why don't we take a look at 3 of their really beautiful pieces? These are 3 steel stunners right here.
Now this is This
Let's
is
be
the one I
honest.
was looking at in the middle. This is the one I looked at today, the Railmaster.
Let's
Oh,
be
yeah.
honest. You want to compete with Rolex and other brands? This is
Yeah.
what you're looking at right here, baby. These are beautiful.
Elizabeth Hurley would be a good
39
choice there.
millimeter. 39 millimeter. It fitted beautifully. It was
You know what
just
my favorite thing about these 3 watches is the bracelet.
it was a comfortable bracelet. It was really nice. It had the old Seamaster professional clasp on the bottom though, which I thought they could have done a better job with the clasp.
Oh, I see.
And you can buy this set right now for about 16, all 3 of these.
Now I really love the chronograph on the right. It's really sharp.
It's nice.
The bezel.
Those broad arrow hands are great.
It is sharp. Everything about it is sharp.
I like the Seamaster, I think, the best out of the 3 of them.
The only thing I don't like, I can do away on the chronograph watch without such a large hour hand. What's with the large hour pointer? It's going to cover up your chronograph.
Yep.
I think it's great. I love it.
I'm gonna say they should have made this. They should have used the same hand but made it skeleton on that watch only.
You think? Yeah.
Made both hands skeleton.
Okay, but it's not as stupid as the snowflake hands on the Tudor chronograph.
I love the Explorer layout, the 36912. You know, it's just the way it's sort of fit. It's pushed in a bit. You know, it's sort of. It's
Now that you mentioned
really nice.
it really looks pleasing. Now that you pointed it out, I like it a lot. It's aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
All right, guys. Rich, I said I was going to stay until 9. I kind of overshot my promise a little bit, but
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I love. God, this is why this late night is killing me. I love these discussions, but man, this late at night, you're doing it. Yeah,
I hear you. You know, over here for me though, when we start at 6 o'clock, so I gotta do my dinner with family, this and that. So it's hard for me to start earlier. But I promise all you guys out there, I am trying to do things earlier. But also, Bud works and Victor and whoever else comes on. I try to leave them time to come on too, so I'm not on here by myself. But we'll do it on the weekends and this and that. We're doing so many streams, so it's all good.
Yeah, it seems like the last
at least you'll sleep well.
weeks we've done a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, guys. So pardon me if I back out, or I might. Yeah.
Okay.
Have
See you
nice
later.
to speak to you, Clyve.
Have a
Nice
good
to
night,
see you,
Clyve.
Clyve.
Have a good night, Clyve.
Good
Take
evening,
care.
Clyve. All right, guys. So it's us 3 left. Hey,
Yeah.
looking at these, I'm glad we brought these up. Aren't these sharp watches?
Yeah, they really are.
I
It
was
was a great range. The trilogy series. It was a great range.
Welcome, Paul,
Thursday.
5353. Thank you for joining us on Periscope.
Yeah, welcome
Nice to
everyone.
see you. Thank you, Paul, 5353. We do these live streams quite often, so make sure you join us. And I'm not sure how Periscope works too much, to be honest, Paul, but we're on YouTube. And on YouTube, you get notification links and everything, so you might want to check that out too.
Yeah, I seen a gray market dealer with this whole set the other day, and he was at like 15 or 16. I thought that was a bargain.
For these
for
3
this
here?
set. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. What I really enjoy the most on these watches is the bracelet. I'm in love with the bracelets on those trilogy watches here. I've mentioned that to Clyve before. No, but let me tell you why I love the bracelet. This is something maybe some of you have recognized in the chat. Maybe you haven't. But what is this bracelet reminiscent of, people? Somebody's got to know. What's this bracelet reminiscent of? I'll give you guys a chance to come up with an answer.
I mean, it's for me the oyster. It's like a smaller version of the oyster, but it also reminds me kind of them old, the stretchy bands. You ever see them?
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know the stretchy bracelets you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah, the stretchy bracelets. Yeah.
Like someone was just showing on one of their live streams. Who was that? You were asking Paul, or you were asking somebody. Who the hell had that stretchy bracelet watch? And you were saying, "Where's the clasp?" In the chat, you were asking them, Bud, "Where's the clasp?"
Right. That's
Remember?
right. Yeah, because and it was a stretchy somebody. Yeah.
That was ID guy.
That was
ID guy. Yeah,
Yes.
He was showing us. I don't remember what the hell the watch was, but it was something he showed us. Okay,
I mean, if there
let
was a
me.
quality stretchy bracelet, it would not. Yeah, I would be all for it.
Okay.
yeah. There's they're polished center links on the inside, aren't they? And then on the outside, they're polished on the outside and brushed on the inside
So
with
the old man.
this Amiga.
So is that the same exact bracelet?
Like Speedy, the original Speedy.
It's a vintage.
Yes.
They copied the bracelet of the vintage 1030. It's the 1039 bracelet of the original Speedmaster, the one that's extremely expensive and hard to get,
Right.
that I acquired. But look at that.
So
That's why I'm in love with it. It's they copied the design.
the original bracelet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
See that?
beautiful.
Wow.
And I'm in
So
love with this bracelet. It's to me. Now I just wonder how that bracelet feels compared to how this feels, because this is flimsy and this is a stamped steel, you know.
see,
Is
that looks a bit thinner. That does look a bit thinner than the Railmaster I
I'm
tried
sure,
today.
okay, so yeah, because this is stamped steel. See, very thin.
it polished?
Is it
Looks like it's
polished?
polished.
The not the center links, but the outer links.
The outer links. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah.
You know, Thomas, I paid this watch came on a NATO strap. This vintage Speedmaster. I paid $2,100 for this bracelet. And it's stamped inside 1971. So I got a 1971. It's stamped.
So what does that put you up to? About 11 on that watch?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's stamped right here, 1971. Be hard to see until I get the new camera set up, but but yeah. So that's why the bracelet that's why these three watches really appeal to me. The bracelet's amazing.
Yeah, you can see they're really taking it from they're going for the authentic styling. Yeah.
But that Railmaster is just so simple and just classic looking. I really like that. Just when you know.
Oh, it's a really clean watch. Yeah.
Yeah, very clean watch. Yeah, it really is.
I like the chronograph. The bezel so sharp. It's got such nice. This watch has such nice edges and everything. And then they went and put it on the copy of the original bracelet. I really do love this watch now. This is
It looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks great.
The faux patina. I really like the faux patina, to be honest with you.
I do too. I like the faux patina as well, Thomas. Yeah,
If you want to compare them,
they've done it. They've done it quite well. Yeah.
1968 versus now. But the bracelet's the same looking bracelet. They went with all steel dial rather than the painted dial like they did in the old days.
Yeah, yeah. So it's more like a Zenith Daytona sort of look.
But if you're not going to get a vintage Speedmaster, then if I was going to get a modern one, you're right, Thomas. I'm attracted to those trilogy 57 trilogies.
Did anybody watch Austin Daniels' show today?
No, I missed it. No.
He was in and he was looking at the new Speedies, and they had one where he was at, but it was just for show only. You couldn't buy it, but it was very sharp. And I guess the way that they was selling it to him was that a lot of people think it's a Daytona, or they think it looks a lot like the Daytona. But it was a silver dial. It was a really nice looking watch.
What's up, Boozer, Robin?
Yeah, hey everyone. How's it going?
Hey, Robin. Hey, Boozer.
Yeah, Thomas Burnett's with us, in case you guys are wondering who Thomas is. And the usual super collector, Mr. Bud the Stud.
Mr. Super Collector himself.
All right.
I don't know about that, but
What's your next arrival then, Bud? What's on the horizon?
the AP is the
Whoa.
yeah, the AP is the goal, and the Daytona might set that back a little bit.
That's okay.
Right.
Slow it down. But you know,
Yeah.
you got it your whole life to live. I mean, you're like 10 years younger than me, I think, aren't you? I'm 47.
About 5 years younger than you.
Okay, okay. So you know, I mean, you're gonna end up with 100 watches, you know.
Yeah.
By the time you're my age, bro.
Yeah.
At least you have a good at least you have a great what do I want to say? A great you have a great skill at being able to sell a watch when you need to. Man, you really do. You really do.
Yeah, it's I think that's just the way it is right now, you know. I think that's just the market and stuff. So yeah, but I've been lucky when it comes to that lately, but I don't know. We'll see. I've got a lot of these bigger watches, and they're all very expensive. So I hope that the market stays up, just for my own thought pattern, you know.
Yeah, Boozer, I don't know if you just joined us, but Bud just bought a solid white gold Daytona with a blue dial.
Oh,
He's waiting on it. He's getting it in a couple of days, Boozer. So there you go. That really puts him in the super stud watch collector category now.
beautiful.
What I'm actually trying to do, I'm trying to wait them out, and I'm hoping that they're going to say, just come on up and pick it up, as opposed to sending it out of state and then, you know, having it sent back. So,
Sirocco says he tried on a 1999 two-tone bluesy the other day, resisted it. Ooh. Now, is that, I'm going to say is that a ceramic or a pre-ceramic? That's a pre-ceramic.
Yeah,
he's got the sub and the yacht master, hasn't he, Sirocco Sales?
He has the Yachtmaster blue dial. He just acquired that, right?
And the
that's not. I don't think
well.
that's his only. I don't think that's his only Rolex, but I know he just got that Yachtmaster.
Yeah, thanks, Boozer. That's. I don't think I've ever had such a reaction to a watch as I have this Daytona. And people just love Daytonas. That's it.
I saw a photograph of that earlier on, I think, Bud, and that, wow, what a watch that looked like. Is it? I've seen photos of them online, and they look amazing.
It's really a classy looking piece. It really is.
Which one? The Daytona?
Yeah, these white gold Daytonas.
Yeah, I know.
Man, wow.
Honestly,
the blue dials just look stunning.
With the red, right? With the red highlights, doesn't it look amazing?
Just shimmers, just beautiful.
Like you see, yeah, the shimmer is what we was comparing it earlier to the Moser shimmer, because it's that's how nice it is. But
so
in my mind, honestly, I was always thinking the green dial yellow or the white with the blue. And so when the white with the blue come up, I think I would be equally as happy with either one of them. So I'm happy.
You know, Corbin, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you're a real dial aficionado, aren't you? With your meteorite dial and your new Daytona and your green dial Breitling. And man.
Yeah,
You
I
really
love
like your
that.
dials.
That's how I like to build my. That's how I built my collection too. Was a variety of the dials, which I think it's a good way because when you look at your watch box, and it really pops out at you when you have a variation of dials.
Yeah, when you look at them
Yeah.
all together. Yeah.
That's why when I look at my two Daytona side by side and they're both black dial, it's kind of like, it's like I got two of the same watch next to each other, and I love them just the same, but I'd rather one of them be a different dial, whether it be blue or white or whatever, just to make it different.
Yeah.
GMT Master, I think I'm gonna have to see it up against the Pepsi to see if I like it better than the Pepsi. I'm not really sure. I'll have to see them together, but yeah, I'll let you know. To be determined on that. And
Is that the
yeah,
green dial that Booz is talking about?
the meteorite dial compared to the blue. Yeah, and then Boozer's saying,
Yeah, the green Booz is saying the green dial, yellow gold GMT. That's the killer. That.
Boozer, I would have been just as happy with that, but I'm very happy with the blues. So both of them, I've always said to myself, whichever one comes up, I would take either one of them. And that was before John Mayer got them going, but I always liked the blue too, but the green's phenomenal. You can't deny that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what drew me. That's what drew me to my Z Blue Milgauss. Just a dial. I really appreciate dials, and you were talking about Moser earlier on, and you can't deny that they make amazing dials. They're just stunning.
Yes, they do. I agree.
yeah,
And
PSK.
Grand Seiko as well. They make some stunning dials on their dress watches. They're just beautiful dials. Yeah.
Yep, Grand Seiko. I did have one of them, and I bought that based on the dial as well. And so far, I think it's the only Grand Seiko to go up in value.
Okay, this is
Really?
answer PSK 31's question. This is a 1968 Omega Speedmaster 861. And the thing about it is there's two different 1968 Speedmasters. There's a 1968 Speedmaster, and then there's a 1968 transitional Speedmaster. And this is where people have things confused, because the Omega Speedmaster that has the painted Omega logo is a 1968 Speedmaster. It's not a transitional Speedmaster. It's just called a 1968 Speedmaster. So if someone tries to sell you a 1968 with a painted Omega logo, it's not called a transitional Speedy. It's just a 1968 Speedmaster. It has to have this metal applied logo for it to be a transitional. That's why it's called a transitional, because it was made in the transition between the last one and the one with the white printed dial. And the difference is that these are handmade. These are handmade dials. That Omega metal logo had to be custom hand applied.
Hand applied, yeah.
The reason is because what they did is they saved the exact same dial from the prior movement, like in Clyver's watches, the 321 movements. So, however, the movement's different than the 861, and it was getting in the way of the pins of the metal logo. So what they did is they had to redesign that metal logo so that they had to custom apply that metal logo to accommodate for the new movement underneath that was blocking blocking the pins and how it was being applied. And so then they decided, well, we're not going to deal with that shit anymore. Let's just paint let's be cheap and paint the dial on there so you don't have to mess with it. So this is a real transitional versus
If you guys notice on Rich's watch there, the ball on the left side of the 12 o'clock is already patinaed. So what I think
Rich,
is neat about
Rich. How
Yeah.
can you forget dot over 90? Slap you, son. Slap you.
Huh?
How can you forget dot over 90?
Oh, plus it's a dot over 90 bezel. So it has to have
Well
dot
fisted,
over
Clyve.
90. And the tritium is mostly lost on this watch. You know, a lot of it's fallen off because it's damn near how old it is. So when you look at it, you can see how much tritium is left. So there you can see that half of it's knocked off.
Now, Rich, does your transitional, does it have the seahorse logo, or does it have the traditional man on the moon logo on the back?
That kind of lets you.
Does it have the hippocampus, or does it have first on the moon?
But no, it has
Yeah, clampers, wouldn't
yeah,
it?
the hippo, right. So it doesn't have the special where it says the text. No, the text would make it worth more money. But the thing is, the 68s didn't have that text. There's a good shot of what's left on the loom, so you can see how there's little pieces of it left. It's not all there.
Yeah, my 66 doesn't have it as well.
Yeah. I thought you were going to sleep.
I'm getting ready to, but I've got a couple minutes.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. He's talking about Speedmasters. What? Dot over 90? God damn it. Someone has to put a stop.
Well, it's just more than that. It's the dot over 90. It's also they also have the pi. Is that what they call it? A pi pan dial?
Yeah.
Okay. So the pi pan dial is where it's got a step. It's a step dial. That's what it is. It's a step dial. And another thing is the hour hash markers are longer.
Yep.
Hour hash longers go up into the step. So that's another thing to look for.
Like the Mongol.
You know, but again, if you look up in my video library and you'll see the couple of pictures of this watch as the thumbnails, I have very, very detailed information on this watch, and you go exploring the watch with me. I have references. I have all the web pages pulled up, and I spend an hour or two going over articles and the history of the watch, and you can learn a lot about a Speedmaster, vintage Speedmaster, from watching that video of mine. It's really good.
Now, do you have the extract from the archives?
I haven't gotten that yet. When I do get that, I'm going to make a video on how to do it step by step. So I literally don't know how to do it, and I'm going to take people with me from the very first step on discovering how to do it going forward. Yeah, I saw it on the website, I think.
Or you could ask me, and either way, you know.
Yeah, I think I saw on the website. You just literally fill out some information, right?
I think you have to pay. You have to pay some money to get an archive scroll, don't you?
Well, okay, but here in the U.S., no, I looked into this. Here in the U.S., you have to take it and have it. You have to take it to a boutique or an AD, and they have to ship it off. I'm like, oh fuck. On the other hand, if you know someone in Canada, they can just simply fill out all the information and send it off along with $140 or 140 Swiss francs.
Oh, okay.
And get it that way.
I see. Why would they want the watch?
To verify it's authentic, I suppose, and possibly to fuck with it.
Huh. Yeah, in England, you have to send the watch away, and they have to verify it, and then authenticate it, and then you get an extract from the archives.
Make friends. I tell you what, make friends with Ving or Tan. Tan, people. I have to admit, Tan did me a ginormous solid favor in getting me that extract.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Exactly. Also, I managed to find the original. I managed to find an authentic box for it as well.
Oh, look, Forbin, that watch you're talking about, the ones that have the dimple dials like the golf ball. I've said that before many times. If I was a golfer, that would have been the first watch I bought. As soon as I saw it, it would have taken a priority over any Rolex. I think if you're a golfer, you have to get the Omega with the white dimple dial. I mean, how could you not?
Now, Rich, you know who among us just recently got their first Speedy?
Yeah, somebody did. Who was it?
He's Asian.
Vin.
Vintenier did?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
Just
Yeah.
recently?
Yeah, got an 1861. He's actually wearing that. He's flying to London now, where he's probably gonna. He might be meeting up with Adrian with Barker Jack. I'm trying to say, okay, you really need to do a video with Paul Thorpe now, just to really piss off the horn one. But apparently, oh, I'd love that. It's just like, oh, it's like, come on, if you want to regain the status,
That'd be great.
You
Wouldn't
know
it?
what? I kind of regret doing that little channel intro that I did because it probably pisses him off because it's got like all you guys in it.
yeah.
Right? But I mean, you know what? I'm bored, man. I'm bored and I'm like, I don't have nothing to do half the time. Half the time I do, but I'm doing something to keep me occupied, man, so I don't go, bat
Stir crazy.
stir crazy. I don't want bats in the belfry.
Well, you cut the intro down, right? Didn't you, Rich? Didn't you cut it down too much? I seen the longer one. I don't think I seen the shorter one.
Yeah, it's what I come on when I come in, when I start this the live stream. It starts with that 30-second intro.
That's a good intro. I saw it. It's like, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I like
Cool,
it.
right?
I like it. I saw that, Rich. I quite like the intro.
Thank
I'm
you.
always late.
I put quite a bit of time in that in the wee hours when I'm up and
doing the editing.
3 or 4 in the morning, and I'm like, I might as well do this. It seems like fun to do at 2, 3 in the morning. The hell.
The wee hours.
Well, I'm up at 4. It's 4 in the morning now here, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm like trying with you guys. So hey,
Jesus Christ.
You know what? When I have to take medication for pain, it keeps me up. And then if I don't take it, then the pain keeps me up. So it's a catch-22, and I only sleep when I'm damn the hell tired beyond belief, and my body can't take it no more. That's the kind of sleep I get. I can't remember the last time I dreamed. I haven't dreamt in ages. I don't even know when's the last time I dreamt. I don't sleep long enough to get REM sleep.
really? You don't get deep sleep, you do?
Never. I haven't gotten deep sleep in years. Maybe
Well,
3, 4 years.
Do you try to go to bed at the same time? That makes a huge. Oh fuck! I just realized it's 10:03. You asshole. I mean, for me, thinking of that time and sticking with it. That's why. Well, come on, man, come on. It's like, no, that screws up my sleep and that screws up my day. All right, now I'm going to bed. All right,
I can keep you up longer because I was just about to talk about the horned one.
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Bye.
That's Clive's cue to go to bed.
Okay. See you.
No, that's no. If it was 9:30, I'd stay on. But no.
Okay.
All right.
I'll help you. I'll help you. I'm going to kick you off right now. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, Clyve.
Take care, Clive.
There he goes. Actually, Boozer, you're probably right. But you know what? I've given him some really good ideas. for his channel. And he took one of them and flew with it, and it helped him out. And I don't remember what it was, but I know he did it because I've given him so many ideas. But he's only done one thing that I've ever, and it's not like he needs ideas, but maybe he does. I'm just, as a friend, I'm like, hey, why don't you set up your super chat around watch topics? That might help. So instead of people sending you $3 or $5 to say, hello, how are you? You know, they'll send $3, $4, $5 on the watch topic at hand. Give them ideas so they have ideas of what to ask you. No, don't just tell me, super chat me. Well, you know, fuck, give me an idea. Super chat you about what? And you know, so I mean, I've given him some good ideas, man. I think that is a start. But you
So
know,
I thought that was a funny one where I super chatted him the other week about the Longpan's 50 fathoms. I said, do you want the 50 fathoms or the bathyscaphe? And he said, get a Rolex.
and then I said that wasn't an option.
Yeah.
Rolex wasn't an option. And then Thomas says, wasn't that funny?
Speaking of tips, Grendel said about your intro, Rich. Did you see? Intro could use some tits and tutor, but it's good.
I hear you. You know what? That's an idea. You know what? You're right. I have one picture of a dame that I should have put in here and I didn't do it. Let me show you. Let me find it. I should have put it in there. Okay, I'll put it in the next one. I'll have to modify it. It's a lot of damn work. Fuck, if I can do that.
Well,
but
yeah.
I'll consider it.
I don't know.
Yeah, YVRP saying AC3 could use your advice, Rich. He needs to refresh and make the AC3 stream great again.
Well, you could talk to Trump about that.
No, I mean I love the show and I love going on there and everything. But I do think that he needs to change a little bit and mold a little bit and evolve.
Reboot.
Yeah, because it was just on the stream yesterday. He was asking in the beginning, you know, what do you guys want to watch? What do you guys want from me? And then he goes and starts talking about lady boys in Singapore and how much they cost, and the whole stream was about lady boys. Well, I don't
Singers
know.
and bangers.
I think everybody
he's gonna do and say what he wants anyway. So,
which is cool. I mean, I'm there for that.
It was more of a sucker horn stream though the other day, wasn't it? It wasn't really a watch stream. It was
yeah, it was cool. I mean, but I'm just saying on the continuous level, I just thought it would. I mean, I just think don't you think my idea with the super chats is a good idea, that he generate topics for the day and then people would surround questions around those topics probably?
yes.
Yeah. I think if he gets a topic, it's a great idea. It's, you know, some sort of keeps momentum going, you know, sort of keep for the hour, you know.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. But I thought of an amazing idea for a watch stream, and I'm not going to share it with him or anybody because I'm going to do it. Once I do it, I think people are going to be kind of bummed that I do it, because I kind of have a really fun idea on how to do a watch review, and I'm going to do it once I get the new 1080p stream set up. I don't even think I need to wait to that. I just I think I'll do it eventually, but I have a really fun way to do a watch review. I think people will have a ball. And if you're the one getting your watches reviewed, you're going to have more fun, you know? So I think it's cool. It's cool.
So is that a plan? Is that in the
I'm going to
future?
do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it for sure. But I'm just not ready yet, you know? Yeah.
So what do you guys think? You think that Rich should start doing super chats as well?
Oh, no, I don't even want to talk about that, brother. No, I don't even want to talk about that. I know I'm going to hit 1,000 here soon, but I mean, I'm not. Look, if I have to do it one day, or if I want to do it one day, you know, I might be in a position where it could help me out. You know what I mean, because of my health and my income situation and all. And I'll be honest about it if I want to do it. But at this point right now, I'm just having fun, and I'm having
I was just
fun.
thinking for like your expenses, if you start doing,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
talked about that the other night. I might do that
yeah,
because
yeah, just
you
Yeah,
know, I might open it up for a few days just to cover my expenses. That's not a bad idea, and then shut it down again. I could certainly do that
oh,
yeah,
you
because I
should
am
definitely
trying.
do. You should definitely do, Rich. You should definitely, engage super chats up. Yeah,
No,
I
no,
think it'd be.
I
I think
really
it'd be a
don't. I
good
mean, if
thing.
that maybe at some point, like I said, but for now it's kind of a non-subject. Other than maybe like what Bud said, just to cover some expense for the streaming and some equipment I'm going to pick up to make it better.
Absolutely,
But other than
and
that, I mean, I might not
people
even do
enjoy.
that,
People
bro.
enjoy people
I'm gonna
enjoy super chatting. You know.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd be kind of embarrassed to accept any funds from people. You know, it's
No,
just kind of
people enjoy super chatting.
well, here's some of the expenses that we talked about. You know, like if you have to get a box, you know, a PO box for you know people writing you and stuff, and those they're not
That's
super
right.
expensive, but you know they're like $100 a year.
yeah. I
You
got one of those.
True.
It was $80 for
know,
13 months.
yeah, you know,
I bought a mic, a high-end mic that's getting delivered tomorrow, which wasn't bad on Black Friday. It was $30 off, so um,
yeah.
so
I think
cool.
that I think you're growing, and I think it's you know you got to grow with
Hey,
everything.
did any of you guys get any good deals on Black Friday? The best thing I found was, which I wasn't even looking for it, was I got a camera stand for $9 plus tax. A real camera stand.
I got a what did I get? I got a 63-inch TV for $200.
Blimey.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. See, there's a camera right there on the stand right behind me. $9 plus tax for a real stand.
$9.
Nine
Wow.
dollars. I had one, but I lost the connection where the camera goes, and so I was gonna have to buy that new clip for 10, $15. I ended up getting the whole thing
Wow.
for $9.
Wow.
Yeah.
there was some really. It's the first time I ever, and all I was going was I was going into Walmart to get some cleaner, and I had never seen the way that they set up the WalMarts. They literally it's like a haunted house. They block off all the regular aisles, and they funnel you through the Walmart so that you get to the electronics first, and then around to the other stuff. And there's only one way in, one way out. It's the first time I ever seen that. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. What store was that at? Walmart?
That was at Walmart. I don't know if they all do it, but I mean, I was up in the mountains just going. We was going skiing, and so I wasn't actually going in to buy anything. But when I seen this TV for $200, we actually needed one, so I couldn't help myself.
Yeah. I think they do that for Thanksgiving, Black Friday. They force you to walk in one direction because they're trying to push shoplifters to keep them moving.
Right, right. There was a lot of Walmart employees there. You know, you could tell that yes, Tom Austin IKEA does that too, and it's so that they can kind of keep an eye on the flow of traffic and shoplifters and things like that.
It takes a long time to keep going around that one-way system, though, doesn't it?
Yes, it was frustrating, and
Yeah.
the cleaner that aisle was closed off, and I said, "Look, I said you're the only Walmart up here in the ski area." I said, "I need that cleaner." I said, "So either you go over the wall or I'm going over the wall," and they won't let me do it. So this lady was nice enough; she climbed up and grabbed it and threw it back at me, and so I got it. And then I got a
Good.
TV. So imagine my family's surprise when I walked out with a TV.
You know, I'm going to disagree with you guys about Archie because he's the one who helped pull me into this hobby. I mean, well, okay, I was already buying watches and I already had several Rolex, and I wasn't going to stop buying. But when I started searching on the internet and I came across him, he's the one who really saved me in times of desperation in the middle of the night when I was really in bad shape, and watching him and his shows and his passion for watches firing and fueling me up. And you know, he drove me to want Patek Philippe for 2 years before I got one. So I'm gonna say, man, I have to say he brings people into the hobby. And yeah, sure, some people eventually leave him or whatever, but I don't see that happening to me in particular. I mean, I consider him a friend, and in as far as horology goes, someone I look up to in horology. So, you
I
know,
think as far as watch collecting goes, he's a first stop on this platform on YouTube. You know, for a
agreed,
lot of people, you know,
agreed.
he's the first base you come to. You know, but and he's an inspiration for so many people, and so many people have sprouted out of him. You know, you can't deny that. But
Right.
some
And
people might, as you say, some people might get bored of him, and there are now you know the genre has grown so much, and there's so many new channels out there that it's hard to keep up with it all the channels. You know, it really is. It's hard to find the time to keep up with all the live stream, not just the live streams, but the videos that everyone's pumping out. You know, but
and you know what?
you can't deny the influence that Archie's had.
Right, right. And you know, Pete, exactly, Pete. He does know a lot about Rolex and Patek and other brands. Whenever he talks about certain things, he always pulls out some real quirky knowledge or data about something that none of us know about. So he does have some deep watch knowledge. And you know, another thing too is that, you know, Tim Mosso, you know, that's encyclopedia knowledge. Okay, I mean, I'm not willing to sit and learn as much technical data about watches as he is, but he's really reiterating
He's
the
a
technical
savant.
data to you.
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
savant of it.
He's not
but
going to school, Tim Mosso. Yeah, it's just a university level, isn't
no,
it?
no, it's good.
So
He's great. But what I'm
he's
trying to
brilliant,
say,
amazing.
but yes. But what I'm trying to say is that uh, he lacks completely what Archie provides, which Archie is an expert on the lifestyle of Rolex and Patek, and
Well,
the
this is
the, the
His
life.
own
it's
book.
not always the lifestyle. It's not the lifestyle of all Rolex owners and Patek owners.
He's the one that
He's
fuels.
entertainment. He's
He's the one that
entertainment at
he's
the
the one
end of
that
the day.
fuels. He's the one that puts the passion in watch collecting.
Yeah,
Tim
yeah.
Mosso's videos and that there's no passion in that at all. It's just information.
No. I think Tim Mosso's got amazing passion.
Oh,
I mean,
yes. But what I'm saying is the information being shared, it's completely different.
yeah.
It's not like, you know, you got to have a Patek Philippe to be the snobbery of snobbery and this and that, and you have to own, the way everything he talks about that if that is around the brand, the lifestyle of the luxury brand. It's not Tim Mosso, for example, and other people, they don't even talk about that at all, not even at all. They just strictly talk about the watch. But he talks about the lifestyle behind the watch.
The lifestyle I want to see is I want to see him be able to get out of them Pateks the way that he did with Rolex, because I don't think it's going to be that easy for him.
Well, you remember, he's probably got into them at really, really good prices.
Yeah, I'm sure he did, but still, I think it takes a little bit long when the value gets higher. For one, it just takes longer to sell stuff. But
Yeah.
And he's definitely at a higher value than he was with the Rolexes.
What I'm saying, Howdy, is that the information he's giving you on YouTube is all mechanical information. It's all technical information. It's the information isn't about passion for watches. That's what I'm saying. The
No, I disagree.
information.
I disagree there, Rich.
You do?
I disagree. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
I think
how
it's
do you
more.
how do you think he talks about passion? I don't know. You know what I mean?
I think it's more automatic for Tim. I think the information's there for him more.
He maybe doesn't put it across in the same way as Archie, but you know, Archie's got more charisma in a different way. You know, in a more
Archie's an
entertaining
entertainer.
way. In a more entertaining way. His
Yeah, he's an
charisma
entertainer.
comes across in an entertaining manner. You know, it's his comedic manner. Is the jokes and the
Right, as opposed to
way
factual. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's all I'm
yeah,
trying to say.
as opposed to straight down the line factual educational content. You know, sort of it's not all educational. It's about, as you say, more about the lifestyle and the gentleman's channel sort of thing. You know, the as Archie likes to put it, you know, the sort of the men's channel.
And I think I think a lot of you understand what I'm talking about because because you know I'm more talking about all the old videos. I'm not talking about any of the live stream stuff that we're all watching today. I'm talking about the old videos where he's suited up and you know talking about Patek. These are old videos. These are 5 years old videos.
Yeah, like the lifestyle videos. Like I mean, I sent him a super chat the other day saying I'd watched his cigar smoking videos. You know, and so he's got a whole lot of other, you know, fingers in other pies that are sort of. So he's got his travel videos to Bangkok and Singapore, and he's got his lifestyle videos where he's drinking. I mean, the classic one for me was, which Crappy pointed out, was the opening the bottle of wine with his friend Mark.
Yeah, I remember that. They couldn't open the bottle.
They couldn't open the bottle. That was just brilliant. You know, that's got to be an absolute classic. That.
Now, did I just happen to click on some old videos, or did he just recently do like a dating?
Yeah, he did the dating one. The dating one in Singapore. Yeah, where.
And then he said he got in trouble for it or something like that. So that's just strictly all entertainment and trying to keep his name, keeping content out there, I think. And
yeah, keeping relevant. Yeah.
Yeah, keeping relevant and so I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to make fun of himself, and that's.
But no, don't get me wrong, because Tim Watchbox is my favorite show. To be honest, I'll be honest with you right now. That's my favorite live stream show. Is the one that I missed yesterday.
But like Howdy from Texas says, the past HC3 videos were really educational, and informative when he first got going. You know, I mean, when he had the Archie 5 and stuff like that, he was talking really educational stuff. You know, before a lot of the other channels were on YouTube. You know, he was the go-to person.
Right.
Well, lately, Howdy from Texas, it seems like Archie is in much more of a rush on the bag streams. Whatever the deal is, it seems like he tries to keep it to under an hour, and he goes over because he tries to leave, and he stays for a little bit longer. But I've noticed a lack of wanting to be there. It seems like.
I remember watching Archie streams back in the day when it was just him, and he actually came on in his suit jacket, and he'd go on for 2 hours, 3 hours,
right,
just talking about watches, and it was just him, no guests, and people would super chat questions, and he wouldn't get that many super chats, and it was just him looking at watches on the computer. And talking watches, and none of the rubbish that goes on now. You know, it's just him just really passionately talking watches for hours on live streaming. But now, as you say, he cuts it to an hour, and he cuts it is really quick to go. It's whether he's got to take his kids to school or whatever he's doing. You know,
he's got super chats coming in left and right, and he's leaving them sitting on the table. And so. To me, it makes me think that he's got another form of income, and it's not as big a deal as what he'd like us to think it is, but I don't know.
Well, I'm doing it for fun, so that's pretty cool. I'm really having a good time, and I really enjoy that people are enjoying coming on here and spending some time with all of us, and you guys especially. Thank you. You guys are all adding value to my life. I really appreciate it.
Yes, yeah, I appreciate you guys as well, and I'm only here just for the BS and stuff. So I enjoy that. That's all I care about.
My shirts are too expensive to tear off, man. When I was doing well, I bought a wardrobe, and these shirts cost me a bundle. We never did a wristwatch check. What are you guys wearing?
I've actually brought the Kermit out today. I had the Kermit on today. I'm not wearing anything right now because I'm in bed, but yeah,
We
I
got
had
the
the Kermit
bluesy on
today.
again with another funky shirt. Oh, the yachty. Yep. I love the straps from Combat. I love despite what people say, bud, I'm going to have to disagree with them. That watch is appropriate with polished center links. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the center links, man. Oh man, yeah, you got to have those polished center links on that watch. Blam, bam, bam. Bling, bling, bling.
I like that. I like that dial.
Yup, Rolex bros. That's right.
Yeah. And I like the
Vintage
bit of
Movado
sheen.
sub. Beautiful. Nice.
Yep.
El
That's right.
Primero, nice.
El Primero, nice. I'm sure Sirocco's got his Yachtmaster too. Nice. El Primero 38 millimeter. Interesting size.
I'd love to try that 38 millimeter El Primero on.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a perfect size.
yes, just smaller, a bit smaller than 40 mil. Nice.
We're gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes, guys. Let's
Yeah,
kind of like
good.
lower, start winding the topic down.
Okay, so I got a quick little topic here. Has anybody tried the Popeye's chicken sandwich?
And something I love the Moser Pioneer, man. You're blinging with the Moser, man. You're blinging with the Moser, and comparing Bud's Daytona. That's why I compared it to a Moser dial, because Moser makes the best dial in the business. So I
Yeah,
had to
Moser.
compare that Daytona to the best dial in the
Beautiful
business.
dials.
Who's
Beautiful
wearing
dials.
Who's wearing a Moser?
And something.
And that's
Oh,
something.
nice. Yeah, no, I love the Moser. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Moser dials. Absolutely stunning.
Shoemaker Daytona for Boozer, 1990 Patina Polar for GMT
Polar,
Master.
yeah.
The 116710.
PM Patina Polar. That sounds nice.
Yeah, the black. That's classic.
That's a GMT2.
Yep.
Got a Reverso. J Sykes, JLT
Hey, what's up,
Reverso.
What were you going to say now, bud? Question or what?
Thank you, and something. I don't know. I said it a couple times. I don't think anybody's really interested, but me and my friends was talking today about whether or not Popeye's chicken sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich.
Well,
we don't have any
of those in England. We only have boring KFC, so I'll leave it to you two.
I haven't had the Popeye's chicken sandwich. I've had the Chick-fil-A, but I haven't had the other.
Marty Evans is wearing the Rolex OP39 grape. Is that the gold-looking grape, Marty?
The new one you're talking about? No. Oh no, I know which one he's talking about. That real purple dial. Sunburst purple dial?
Okay.
Sunburst purple, right?
Okay. Yeah, I know that there's a yellow. I seen a yellow grape one, like a goldish grape one. It was really nice. I haven't seen the purple one.
Marty, is that the view from your backyard? You have a little boat dock back there on that little lake. Like a little lake that you're on.
That's a nice view, that. Yeah.
I think he's. What do you call it?
Fishing.
Right? Yeah.
I almost bought a home in Ohio years ago that.
Good night, Don.
Yeah, guys, we're all wrapping up here.
Yeah,
Thank
night
you.
done.
Yeah, we got a pretty good little viewership going on. You know, there's
Yeah,
like
very
there's
good.
70 people watching right now.
Good chat tonight. Yeah.
You know, we've been holding
Isn't
at
it
about 7.
amazing?
Shout
There's
out to all the chat.
There's probably 20 names that really talk a lot, and so there's 50 other people that just watch. You know.
Yeah, they poke their head once in a while, like watch enthusiasts. See, they poke their head once in a while. It's all good. We're just finishing wrapping up the show. We've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's a 1 hour show for you guys. It was supposed to be 1 hour. So
Yeah, it's been a great one, Rich.
okay.
Yeah,
I didn't even know what I was going to talk about tonight. I wasn't feeling great coming on, and it ended up turning out to be fun, and we had some good stuff to
They're the
talk
best
about.
ones. They're the best ones often, though, aren't they?
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah, the ones you're not expecting.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, what do you think?
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming on tonight, Rich.
Okay, thank you everybody in the chat. We'll see you
Good
next
talking to
time.
you, Thomas.
Yes,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
take care, bud. Take care, Rich.
And,
take care, everyone in the
guys.
chat. It's been great seeing you all.
And enjoy my outro. I've been working on this stuff, and let me see if I can figure out how to cue it up here.
Don't log off yet, everyone. Watch the outro.
We'll queue up, and we're all gonna see you guys later. Good night.